What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Wesley and this is where we do disc golf. Today we're going to talk about the MVP Voyager Lite backpack. This thing has been amazing. So I've had this backpack since middle of October 2020. It is now January 30th, 2021. I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this backpack that I've been using and give it away. That's going to be our giveaway for this month, is this backpack. I'm going to ship it to one person. So stay tuned to the end for the details on the giveaway. Just going to let you guys know the capacity, what I like about it, and if there's something I don't like about it. So just to start off, I want to say I am sponsored by 1010 Discs. Huge shout out to 1010 Discs. I didn't pay $100 for this backpack. That's what it retails for. I'm sponsored. I get a discount at the store. I'm not going to get into those details, but I did get this for a bit less than $100. So I'm going to start from the top because that is my favorite part of this bag. I love top storage. So starting out, the top of this bag has 2 rows of Velcro here. You've got the hooks and the loops here. You've got another row of loops inside this putter pocket. You can attach this in if you don't want to get to storage here. We're going to talk about all the stuff that I have in the top of this backpack. I like having top storage. It's easy to get to. I have to bend down less to get to the top of the backpack than I would have to get down to the side pockets or get down in here or do something like that. If it's on my back, I can pretty much just reach in and tell where my stuff is while it's on my back. I wear my backpack properly. That means it's tightened up. It's not tight where I can't get my arms out of it, but it sits up on my back where it's supposed to. It doesn't bounce around on my lower back. I have lower back issues. That's why I'm moving to a pound bag. So I'm gonna get into it. I've got 2 putting putters up here. They're in the back in the designated putter pocket area. I've got 2 throwing putters up there in putter plastic. I have this giant pack that holds my liquid bandages, toothpicks, hand sanitizer, wet wipes, just all kind of stuff is in there. A charger for my phone. I've got a mask because, you know, COVID-19 and all that. I've got a pair of friction warm gloves. These things are fantastic, by the way. I love these gloves. I've got a pair of towel. All of that. I have all of that in the top of my backpack. $100 backpack has that much top storage. And honestly, this space up here is as open as the width of this backpack. So when you have putters up here, there's a gap in between both edges, and that's where I keep this stuff. There's perfect size. It's perfect size for a folded up full-size towel. Just to show you the size of this towel. Also, to just do a 1010 Discs plug, it's absolutely perfect for a folded towel. If it's right there in between the wall of the backpack and the discs, then another towel on the other side, or these gloves folded up down the side, put the mask on top of it. I will say, if you don't want to use this, you have room for 3 more discs, potentially 4, I guess. It depends on if you're using fairway drivers or mids or putters. Here's a proxy, here's a proxy. So there's 6 putters in the top. Let's grab a couple of insanities. 8 discs, and it's not tight. I have room up here. 8 discs in the top of this bag. I can't close it. This is not gonna work because it's so tall right there, but those loops fold that in, Velcroed to itself, and it really like makes that sturdy right there. It's really thick now. And I mean, it's super easy to get. You could put a bunch of discs in this backpack if you utilize the top for discs. So I'm gonna put my personal belongings aside, take that out of the equation for now, and we're just gonna go through all the stuff that this backpack will hold and just lay it out on the table. So right now we have 2, 4, 6, 8 discs. We have a mask, a pair of gloves. We have a towel, side pockets. This is where it gets interesting. So I don't use this for a bottle. I use this for snacks sometimes. That depends on how long I plan on being out that day. But usually just a well sack. Here's my marker. Usually that comes out, goes in my back pocket. In the side over here, I have my flashlight for charging my glow discs. I have my range finder, and I have my Bust-A-Knee disc golf kneeling pad. All that in the side pocket here. Inside here is a small pocket. It is very deep. It goes pretty far down. Here's my iPhone 12 mini. I know it's just a mini, but it buries the phone. The phone's gone. It's half of my finger length and the phone's length all the way into that pocket. The inside up against the backpack is gonna be more of this material, but this direction, if you wanted to put your screen out, is felt lined. So it's nice and soft, it's not gonna scratch your phone. Side note on that, I feel like it should have been the other way around. I get where this was easier because you already had this fabric here going down. You just sew that over the top of it, but I don't like to have my phone out where things are being stored with the screen out, because anything could hit that. So I've got this flashlight inside here. That's not just terribly thick. If something hits this, it's gonna hit my screen, and I don't like that. That's not a huge deal. I don't really use that pocket for much. Sometimes I will put like a snack or something down in there. We've got a marker holder here. It's a little deep for pencils. They'll get like stuck down in there, but I will put my marker there. We're gonna go to the other side where I have my 32-ounce Tempercraft bottle. Perfect size for that. It's nice and snug, doesn't want to bounce out. And then I have my flask of whiskey for these cold rounds. This side, this is my get your disc out of a tree solution. It's a slingshot, and I've got some biodegradable pellets for it. Most of the time these explode when they hit the disc. They don't leave, you know, metal sitting on the course somewhere. I've got 2 more towels. So far we're at 3 towels. Let's try to keep them folded differently so it's obvious there's 3 of them there. Then we have another one of those pockets with felt on the outside of it. And that's pretty much everything I'm keeping on the sides. Now we're gonna move to the main storage compartment. It is dual zippered. You do have this pouch here. And I'm gonna get into something because this is the thing I don't like about the backpack. This is nice, it's Velcroed up. There is a spot here, and that's usually what happens for me is I get my mini out of the side pocket, keys and wallet would go in there, right? Well, when keys and wallet are in there, we'll demonstrate this. Hang on one second. I'll put my keys and my wallet in there. When those are in there and you have your discs up here, and this is the same, it goes either way, even with the pack and the 2 putters up there. It doesn't matter what's up there. When you have keys and stuff in there, that's sandwiched basically. It's almost sandwiched between your discs and these discs, okay? So when you're getting discs in and out, the middle ones are fine. The middle ones are fine. This stretches, this bends quite a bit right here. But when you get to these edges, it gets really hard to get a disc out because they want to go up inside of this opening right here instead of coming out or going over. So you just be mindful that you've got to force that. See, it's trying to Velcro up there. You've got to really work to get a disc in and out of that side. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's a $100 backpack. I don't expect every bell and whistle out of a $100 backpack. I'm using this channel to make you aware of things that you may not think about in the store or shopping online. That's kind of annoying to me. Not gonna lie. If this was just 2 straight lines of zipper right here, and then maybe a Velcro closure or a snap or magnets or anything else to where this didn't have to curve so much, or if this was just a little lower, and I don't know, there's different ways you could have done this to where it wouldn't do that, but it is a little bothersome getting discs in and out of there. So we're gonna go with our 2, 4, 6, 8 discs that were in the top. Now we're at 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 discs in this $100 backpack. That's phenomenal. That's a lot of storage for a $100 backpack. And if this doesn't bother you that bad, the thing I was talking about, it's nothing to it. That's not gonna hold you back from spending $100 on a backpack that you could potentially carry $25 discs in. If you have a backpack that you can't put $25 in, you need a new backpack. Look at all the stuff that was in this backpack. 25 discs, a mini marker, an LED UV light to charge glow discs, 2 snack bars, a well sack, a mask, gloves, 3 towels, a slingshot, ammunition, a rangefinder, a knee pad, a flask, and a Timbercraft bottle. All of that was in there. And I even mentioned this thing hanging on the side. Look at this D-ring. There's one on each side. There's one on each strap. Got my crazy caddy on over here. Look at that. The straps are kind of thin, but they're not terrible. These straps are not terrible. They're padded. They've got the mesh on the inside. They breathe pretty well. I haven't noticed getting hot, given I've only had this since October. I haven't played in any real heat with the backpack. But the back padding is very nice. It breathes well. It's not tearing up and fraying. I mean, there's some little twigs that are getting stuck inside of it from being on the ground. But other than that, nothing's really starting to show any real wear other than the bottom is wearing out a little bit, just a hair. I like these D-rings because they hold up the slack of the excess strap when I have the straps tightened all the way up like this. And that's how I would have it, to have it mounted on my Quad Bagboy XL. It's also how you'd probably want to have it on a Rovic cart, if that's what you've got, just because then these aren't dragging the ground and you have as much tension as possible on the straps. The bottom of it isn't like the highest quality bottom. It's rigid. This is a rigid backpack to be so light. The bottom of it, however, doesn't have rails or big feet, which some may view as a plus. I don't know. The bottom plate in this thing is pretty hefty. The bottom feet, though, there's 5 of them, and they're just sewn on this fabric. And you can see where my fabric has been rubbing the ground a little bit. There's just some little whiskers on it. It's not rubbing through or torn up too badly. Let's just look at the depth of these teeth, or the height of these feet, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. We've got just right at a 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4 inch from the bag up on top of those teeth. So it's gonna raise you up some. I mean, especially if you've got discs in there. It's gonna keep the majority of the mud and stuff. I mean, you can look at mine, it's not super dirty. It's still in great condition after 3.5 months of use. In Arkansas, we see a lot of water and a lot of, you know, rocks on the fairways and around the tee pads. And a lot of times I'm tossing this thing down on that, and it's holding up really well. I'm not sure what grade of material they use down here, but it seems to be working out pretty well. That's it for $100 for free for one person, because this month we're giving this backpack away. It is January 30th, 2021. And I'm gonna pick a winner on the 10th of February. That person has to be following me on Instagram. They have to subscribe to me here on YouTube, and they have to go to the post about the giveaway on my Instagram, comment on that post, whatever you like. You can say, "Hey douchebag," you're entered to win. You have a chance to win this backpack. If you're in the United States, I will ship this thing to you free of charge. I probably will delete your comment if it's something hateful towards another person or anything like that, but most of you guys are pretty chill. So that's it, guys. That's my thoughts on the MVP Voyager Lite. And this is your chance to win one if you want one. Appreciate everybody's support. You guys have been great. I've got a bunch of subscribers in the past couple months. Keep them coming. Let me know what you want to see. Keep the comments rolling. Please give the video a thumbs up. Until the next time we do disc golf, guys, I'm out.